What's going on YouTube? It's me, Elias. I'm back here with a new video. As you guys can tell, what's all around me is that I'm back home from college because it's Thanksgiving break. Yes, I'm happy that I'm home for Thanksgiving break, okay? It's good to be back. Anyways, I'm going to talk about the Ravens, I'd say ugly win over the Carolina Panthers. So, the Baltimore Ravens, 13 points on the Panthers, just a field goal, which is 3 points. Now, first I want to start off with that. In the first half for the Ravens, it has been kind of ugly, okay? Like, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens offense has been slowing down due to the Panthers defense. Like, to be honest, now that the Panthers have dropped to 3-8 and we improved to 7-3, the Panthers have like one of the worst rushing defenses ever, okay? But guess what? Brian Burns has been all over Lamar today, like, for real. When you look at Brian Burns, okay, he sacked Lamar one time, okay? And this guy named Bravion Roy, who's like a big defensive tackle, he picked off Lamar, and I was like, I didn't even expect that to happen, okay? So yeah, this game was a very, very defensive game, okay? That's why it's been like low scoring in the first half, okay? But at the end of the first half, going into halftime, the Ravens got on the board 3-0 going into halftime, which is good, okay? So yeah, Demarcus Robinson, the wide receiver, I know we do not have Rashad Bateman, okay? We're not going to have him until next year, but Demarcus Robinson, he stepped in at the number one receiving spot today with like 128 receiving yards and 9 receptions. I like that Demarcus stepped up, okay? And I thought he was going to have a touchdown, okay? And we would have blown out Carolina easily, but yeah, what a game, okay? Once again, Gus Edwards did not play, nor J.K. Dobbins, okay? But Kenyon Drake, he stepped up, okay? I like how Kenyon Drake and Justice Hill picked up the running game, including QB Lamar, okay? This game, okay, just went either way, okay? And I saw that Baker Mayfield, he threw like 2 interceptions in the game, like, later on, the Ravens were going to get something going, and Brian Burns and the Panthers defense was just all over us, okay? And later in the game, I said, we have yet to score a touchdown, and guess what? How did we get on the board for a touchdown? Well, let me explain to you guys, okay? This was like around 3 minutes or 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Marcus Peters stripped the ball out of one of the Panthers receivers. Humphrey recovered it. Kenyon Drake with a big run, and Lamar put us on the board. 13-3, okay? Good thing is that I like how the pass rush stepped up. Like Patrick Queen, Jason Pierre-Paul. And like Jason Pierre-Paul had an interception, including Marlon Humphrey. Yeah, I really like how this defense stepped up late in the game, okay? So what a day it was for Jason Pierre-Paul. A sack and an interception. Our defense stepped up maybe a little more than Carolina, okay? Because, like I said, this game was so defensive. Our defenses were just going back at it, back and forth, okay? And Johnny Hecker had to punt. Jordan Stout. And it was Hecker, Stout. Back-to-back punts for our teams, okay? And then, luckily, our defense stepped up halfway at the end of the fourth quarter. Thank you to Kenyon Drake for setting up a Lamar Jackson rushing TD, okay? What a game. It's ugly, okay? 13-3, an ugly win. I'll take it still, so no problem. So this is our 4th win in a row. We improved to 7-3 on the year. Next week, we're on the road in Jacksonville, and hopefully that's going to be a better game, okay? Instead of being low scoring and something like that. What can I say, okay? Like earlier in the year, we were blowing leads, but now we're getting better. It's just that we also have to protect Lamar Jackson, okay? And penalties were kind of making me sick to my stomach today because there was this like one play on 3rd down and 4, we were going to get into the red zone in Carolina territory where Lamar threw the ball to Drake, and Morgan Moses number 78 on the Ravens, okay? Morgan Moses costed it for us. He costed our 3rd down and 4 completion. Why? He was called for face mask, but I don't know if he got called for a face mask or something. Like, he was one of our, like, right tackles. Okay? Another thing I want to talk about is that some notable injuries I noticed, okay? Chuck Clark, he was shaken up, and also 2 players, Kyle Hamilton and Ronnie Stanley. It's hard seeing Ronnie Stanley limp off the field with an injury because he came back in week 5, and we cannot afford to lose Ronnie Stanley again. And Kyle Hamilton, Kyle is just a rookie from Notre Dame, okay? But still, Ravens win 13-3 over Carolina. Hopefully Ronnie Stanley and Kyle Hamilton can get like a few days off before next week's game against Jacksonville, because, yeah, we'll be down in Jacksonville taking on the Jaguars, and for the rest of the year, we're going to be taking on non-winning record teams. Like, they both have, like, less than 5 wins or 3 wins. It should be an easy games. Like, the next few games, okay, going into December, we take on, not only we won against Carolina today, but we take on Jacksonville and Denver next. Our next 2 opponents, okay? Denver's our next home game in a few weeks, so hopefully this is going to be a good game. Lamar today, he threw like 1 interception. We just really need to work on protecting Lamar, okay? And plus, pass interference penalties make me sick to my stomach sometimes because it just bothers the heck out of me. But it's just football, okay? So yeah, this is the last time we're going to play Baker Mayfield, okay? For a long time. We might not play Baker again. Who knows, okay? But anyways, good job to the Ravens getting the ugly but good win against the Panthers, 13-3. We improved to 7-3 on the year. Panthers dropped to 3-8. Yeah, Panthers are just terrible, despite Brian Burns being all over Lamar and the Ravens offense, okay? Marlon Humphrey stepped up, which is good, okay? And Jason Pierre-Paul and the Ravens defense, good. Hope to see more of the Ravens offense do good next week down in Duval County, okay? Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See ya.